afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. Susan, you were busy?
I was busy. Our summer is over. We moved our son into his house on campus, at the UW campus. So here we go, ready or not.
Senior year, can you believe it?
I know, I cannot believe that. It's crazy.
All right, well, here's what's making news on this Monday. What was supposed to be a big week for the state of Wisconsin has turned mostly into a big Zoom meeting. We'll share the headlines from the first day of the Democratic National Convention. As
Democrats make their case to the American people, President Trump is headed to Wisconsin this afternoon. As a matter of fact, he just landed here. Political reporter Amy Reed is there ahead of his speech.
And Dane County officials say the mask mandate is working. We'll tell you what the numbers say. But first, let's take a look outside. Nice day outside. These are the koi's in the backyard. They got fed today by our producer, Matt. So they're happy. Everybody's happy. Keeping the sunshine. And Aaron White is in the backyard. A nice August day out there.
Yeah, it certainly is. We have some really nice sunshine out here this afternoon. Temperatures aren't too bad at all. We have temperatures topping out into the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees this afternoon. A beautiful Monday. We have cooled down just a little bit, down to about 77 degrees. The wind now switching to the northwest, about 5 miles per hour. That's ushering in some cooler air. And that's going to be the story as we go through this evening into your day on Tuesday. Temperatures falling down to about 70 degrees around 8 o'clock, down to 66 around 10. And we are heading down into the 50s later on tonight. But we are also tracking the chance for rain as we get towards the weekend. Right now, looking at about a 30% chance as we go towards Saturday. Another chance of rain on Monday. We definitely could use some rainfall, so we will time that out as we look at weather a little bit later in the show. But talk about traffic now. Things are looking pretty good. There is a breakdown on the belt line, so you'll want to avoid that. That's on the eastbound lanes. That should be clearing up here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. It's been going on for about 20 minutes now, so we will likely see that clearing up. As we head downtown, things are also looking pretty good. There's a few slowdowns on East Wash, but everything else, I got to say, it's looking A-OK. That's a look at your First One traffic.
All right, Aaron, thank you. First at 4, a mostly virtual Democratic National Convention kicks off today as the pandemic continues to ravage the country.
Tonight's theme is We the People, with Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and former First Lady Michelle Obama headlining, and New York Governor Andrew Cuomo speaking remotely about the coronavirus pandemic.
The COVID virus showed us how weak we were, and how unprepared we were, and how divided we were.
The presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, Joe Biden, is expected to make surprise appearances throughout the week and accept the party's nomination from Wilmington, Delaware. Republican John Kasich, the former governor of Ohio, who ran for president in 2016, is also set to speak tonight about why he thinks GOP voters should support the Biden-Harris ticket. Eva Longoria, Tracy Ellis Ross, Kerry Washington, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus will bring star power to the DNC by anchoring the events this week. Billie Eilish, the Chicks, and Stephen Stills are among those performing.
Let's take a live look right now at Whitman Airport in Oshkosh, where President Trump just landed a few moments ago. President Trump is countering the start of the Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee by coming to Wisconsin today. Our Amy Reed is in Oshkosh, where supporters waited to watch him.
The president's team has created an almost open-air event here at Whitman Regional Airport. His supporters are expecting him to talk about jobs, both his record and Vice President Joe Biden's. In speaking with a few of those here outside, they believe the president has kept his promises from 4 years ago, and they want to see him continue it. As for the coronavirus, they told me they think he's doing the best he can, and they trust his leadership. The focus today is on jobs and the economy, and a member of Trump's team told us people know Trump can get the country back where it was.
Well, President Trump's already shown that he can get the economy back to where it was before the coronavirus. You've seen 9.3 million jobs come back on board in 3 months here in the United States. Record-breaking job creation. Why? Because President Trump built the strongest economic foundation.
That number, by the way, mostly reflects people returning to the job, not jobs created. We are noticing a lot of supporters are not wearing masks outside, but once they get in here, there's a mixture of those wearing them correctly, incorrectly, or not at all. But there are people from the campaign encouraging masking. They have provided masks and hand sanitizer, and we all went through temperature checks coming in. Coming up tonight at 5, we'll hear more from supporters and why they say they want to continue supporting the president through November. Reporting in Oshkosh, Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
Amy, thank you. And Amy Reed will stay on top of the political headlines over the next 2 weeks as the DNC and the RNC take place. We'll be sure to share her reports on News 3 Now and on channel3000.com.
Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin is responding to President Trump's visit this afternoon by saying he has failed Wisconsin.
Our economy is hurting. Our state is hurting. We're tired of the photo ops. We need leadership. We deserve more. We deserve a president who actually cares. And we're going to get that when we elect Joe Biden as president and Kamala Harris as vice president.
Baldwin says President Trump took billions of dollars away from defense projects across the country in order to build the wall at the border. She said that included $101 million that was headed to Oshkosh to support manufacturing jobs. Well, we've been required to wear masks in public in Dane County for a little more than a month now.
35 days in, and numbers seem to be falling, here at least. Jamie Perez asked the Dane County executive today if he believes the mask policy is a big reason for that trend. Jamie?
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said ever since this mask mandate went into effect about a month ago, he said that our COVID case numbers are down by at least half. Now, he says that they're still getting some issues when it comes to people complying with contact tracers, but for the most part, people are complying. Parisi also said that the more that everyone sticks with this mask mandate, the better chances we have at returning to normal sooner.
This is a very effective way to reduce the spread of COVID, and it's the way that also allows us to do much more activity that's in a closer to normal way.
Parisi also said the statewide mask mandate is helping us get towards that goal of normalcy as well, and hopefully, he says, give it another couple of weeks through this mask mandate and we'll be down to at least a quarter of what we were at before.
All right, Jamie reporting live from downtown. Thank you. Around 500 more people tested positive for COVID-19 in Wisconsin. New cases are typically lower on Mondays, but the state has generally seen lower counts the past week, outside of a few spikes. Health officials say much of the state is seeing medium levels of spread. A few counties, including Juneau and Green Lake counties, are seeing lower case spread. 1,044 people have died from the virus in Wisconsin.
As colleges reopen and younger students head back to school, cases of the virus are still on the rise in many states. 10 states are seeing rising COVID-19 cases, and deaths are up in 9 states. Though infections in the Sun Belt are starting to go down, the worry now is the spread could soon reach less prepared areas.
This has become so pervasive across the country that it could start to infect more rural communities that have largely been untouched to date.
Several colleges that have already reopened are spotting new infections. Notre Dame is reporting dozens of positive cases. And at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, administrators identified a 4th cluster less than a week after starting classes.
There isn't a unanimous stance on whether people feel safe about kids going back to school this fall, but a local doctor says he's comfortable sending his daughters to in-person class. Speaking on News 3 Now this morning, Dr. Jeff Potoff says his young girls will be learning in a hybrid model at their school. The key, he says, is that he's comfortable with the school's social distancing plans, including their rules for lunch and not having recess. He says every parent should be asking a number of questions for their specific district to determine if it's safe.
You want to look at masking requirements. Certainly, robust masking policies are very important. Sanitation policies, how are they going to do distancing at pickup, drop-off, and then particularly if your school's going to have it, lunch and recess can be tricky times. So you have to look at that.
Dr. Potoff says there's still a risk for schools reopening for in-person classes, but there's also a risk in kids not getting the in-person instruction they need. He says the answers for every district are going to be different. You can see the morning team's full interview with Dr. Potoff on channel3000.com. And with many of your kids starting school virtually, you might be wondering what that means for PE classes. Tomorrow on News 3 Now this morning, we'll cover some things parents can do to keep kids moving while learning from home.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling lawmakers back from vacation to vote on a bill to stop changes to the U.S. Postal Service before the election. As the Postal Service gears up for an unprecedented number of mail-in ballots due to the pandemic, Democrats are calling on President Trump's new Postmaster General to testify on recent changes he made that are causing delays in mail deliveries. Democrats accuse Louis DeJoy, a major GOP donor, of using the agency to discourage mail-in voting in order to increase the president's re-election chances, something the president denies.
Fraught with fraud and every other thing that can happen. The president knows exactly what he's doing by making these false claims.
In a letter to the Postal Board of Governors, Senate Democrats accused the president and DeJoy of sabotaging the Postal Service and urged the board to reverse the changes. In a statement Sunday, the Postal Service said it would postpone removing some mail collection boxes for a period of 90 days while the agency evaluates customer concerns, though it said their removal is routine and related to declining mail volumes.
Well, don't know what you're going to have for dinner tonight? You're in luck.
When we come back, it's Black Restaurant Week in Madison this week. It's a great way to get some fantastic food and help out minority-owned businesses. We'll tell you all about it when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
The Golf Range and Suites of By10's Golfland provide safe fun. Golf range buckets and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Full grill and bar service is provided safely to your golf suite by wait staff. Try fun, easy-to-play top tracer games like Go Fish, only at By10's Golfland.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. At McGann's, our #1 priority is treating our customers right. We want your shopping experience to be fun and informative, so you have all the information you need to make smart choices. We're shoppers too, and we believe in treating our guests like family. We always have and always will. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be so glad you did.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
By10's Golfland offers 3 award-winning 18-hole miniature golf courses, 2 outside and 1 inside, all open day and night. Have peace of mind. Miniature golf clubs and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Enjoy safe fun for everyone at By10's Golfland.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is out with new guidelines about face coverings for children based on the latest evidence.
Pediatricians say now is the time to start getting your kids ready to wear a mask all day if they're heading back to the classroom. The American Academy of Pediatrics hopes that parents get the message that cloth face coverings can be safely worn by children of all ages, 2 and older, including the majority of children with underlying health conditions. Dr. Elisa Rubin with Happy and Healthy Pediatrics in New York says kids should also practice the proper way to put the mask on and take it off.
Putting it around the nose, making sure it's underneath your chin, and you want to make sure that they're not touching the front of the mask at any point. Once they take the mask off, the mask should be taken off by the earpieces.
And Dr. Rubin says parents need to stay positive about the precautions. Experts say parents should choose a mask that is at least 2 or 3 layers, and adjustable straps are a good way to ensure that you get a good fit. Well, some schools, businesses, and offices are reopening, but it's presenting plenty of challenges for workers and their employers.
In a LinkedIn survey, 69% of working professionals say their workplaces are now open. 31% say they're required to return, but 57% say they're not comfortable doing so. Carolyn Fairchild is the editor-at-large for Lincoln News.
Employees are really looking for their employers to create COVID-19 specific policies to make sure that a return to work is safe. A vast majority of employers are requiring that their workers wear a mask all day in the office. Many are banning in-person meetings, and there's also staggered starts, so you might not get to the office at the same time as your colleagues.
But for many parents, returning to the office is not an option. 30% said that they would not have childcare. Fairchild says workers should voice their concerns and talk to their boss about options, which may include working remotely. It was a mixed day on Wall Street with tech stocks leading the way. The Dow Industrials lost 86 points, closing at 27,844. The Nasdaq gained 110 points, and the S&P 500 added 9. Well, this week is Madison's 5th annual Black Restaurant Week. It started yesterday and runs through next Sunday.
Yep, till August 23rd, more than 30 restaurants and food carts will honor the legacy of Malele Chikasa Anana, the pioneer behind the event who passed away in May at the age of 86. Camille Carter is the president of the Madison Black Chamber. Camille, welcome to Live at 4. Good to see you.
Thank you. I wish I could be there with you.
Yes, we do too.
Oh, so do we. Hopefully very soon. For people who may not know Malele or know about how she started this event, tell us a little bit about who she was and how this all got started.
Miss Malele is just known for being the Madison leader and pioneer for uplifting the Black family and Black businesses. And she really was instrumental in starting Black Restaurant Week because she really wanted Black restaurants to be recognized throughout the Madison area. Madison is a foodie town, and we really wanted our Black cuisine to be included in that footprint. And so he came to the Madison Chamber and wanted to promote this for our Black businesses, and here we are 5 years later.
Restaurants, food carts, caterers, all sorts of people. What are the owners' reaction to this? I assume they're all on board and love it.
They do. The program has grown year-over-year. Initially, we started with just restaurants, and over the last couple of years, we did expand to food carts and caterers, and really wanting to promote what they do as well, because they are business owners. So this year we have from the 16th through the 23rd, you can visit our brick and mortar restaurants and patronize their businesses, but also we have chamber.com website, our newly launched marketplace. You can still participate in a safe manner with our restaurants and order from them until now, the 19th. And then you can pick up those orders on the 23rd over at the Feed Kitchen. And lastly, we'll have a little strolling to-go taste over at the Feed Kitchen as well on the 23rd from 2 until 5. And in each of these venues, you can have exposure to all of those businesses, over 30 of them that are here within the Madison and Dane County area.
Lots going on, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting for people to learn how many minority-owned restaurants there are in the community of Madison.
Well, restaurants, brick and mortar restaurants, there are about 10 restaurants that, where you can physically go in. Some of them do have outdoor dining and curbside pickup. But brick and mortar businesses, we have about 10. And then all of the other entities are either food carts or caterers.
That's wonderful.
Well, what a great week to check out some new food and support local minority-owned businesses. Thanks for being with us today, Camille.
Camille, we'll see you in person soon. We promise.
Thank you. It'll be good seeing you again.
All right.
Thanks for supporting us, but do look on the website for all the details.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Still to come before the Democratic National Convention opens today in Milwaukee. It's a convention like we've never seen before.
We'll find out if a virtual convention can make an impact with voters and what candidate Joe Biden needs to do going forward. We'll have that conversation when Live at 4 continues.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. So celebrate this Labor Day knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to get rid of the bags?
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
And this Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm for $14.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Just visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Well, take a look at this. How's your mask game these days? Costume designer and actor Edmund Cook has created more than 170 experimental face masks. Like many in the theater and performing industry, there isn't much work these days, but the pandemic has not slowed down this 50-year-old's creativity. His creations are all dramatic and playful takes on the ubiquitous face masks for art, not daily wear. Cook made many of these face masks without using special materials, just with cuttings from his leftover costume designs, as well as ordinary objects from daily life. That's supposed to be the coronavirus.
I suddenly feel very unaccomplished with my little paper one. Those are incredible, aren't they? Wider doors, but yeah, amazing.
All right, it's time for potentially yours here on Live at 4.
Let's help Thor find a forever home, shall we? He's a 1-year-old satin rabbit looking for a new family. He loves to spend time eating veggies and exploring new places, and he also enjoys a good head scratch.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, so
he is
cute.
Very pretty. The Dane County Humane Society's fall event, Bark and Wine, will be held virtually this year. With the virtual setup, you can dress up or just stay casual while enjoying your party box of wine and treats, a cute animal live stream, and an online auction. There's more information on their website, giveshelter.org.
Let's take a look at last week's pet. Barron is still available, but there is some good news. He's got a few appointments booked. So
that is good news.
We've got our fingers crossed for him. Yeah, it was a sweet dog.
If you're interested in adopting Barron, or what's the rabbit's name? Thor. Go to the website, giveshelter.org, or to set up an appointment, call 838-0413. I think you might need a rabbit there. Aaron, what do you think?
Oh, maybe. I feel like I'd rather take a dog.
Okay.
Dog over a rabbit. But hey, you never know.
You never know.
But we got some great weather coming our way if you want to take the dog out for a walk this evening. Some really nice conditions are coming our way. We have some changes in the forecast as we get towards the weekend. I'll time those out after the break.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
In a way, it feels like United Way of Dane County has been preparing for a radically different annual campaign for some time now. It's become more nimble, more innovative, more responsive to changes in giving and givers. So it's no surprise to us that in an environment that was certainly unpredictable, with community needs that have grown exponentially, United Way is launching its annual campaign with as much energy, determination, and commitment as ever. The needs are clear. A 400% increase in calls to United Way's 211 helpline since COVID started is stunning. The challenges are clear as well. Workplaces have changed. Incomes have changed. Requests for help are many. But remember this, United Way is the power of many working for all. Your gift, every gift, makes a difference. We all want to help in the chaos. You can do something. Give, advocate, volunteer. Participation is key. Go to UnitedWayDaneCounty.org. Be a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy nonstop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $346 per month lease on Nissan Rogue.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep. With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy-efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
These deals are amazing.
I know. How do we get them?
Okay, we have to be very subtle about asking, like this.
Like this?
No, like this.
Actually, you don't have to do any of that. We have great deals for everyone.
Even without the...
You would have gotten it anyway.
Cool.
If you've forgotten what a fair deal sounds like, let us remind you. Switch to U.S. Cellular and get $700 off the latest smartphones with no activation fee. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
We've got the power.
The Power Centers of Madison. Our highly trained service department has the power to keep your equipment running like new. We service all makes and models, from minor tune-ups and maintenance to major overhauls. Our certified mechanics can get your equipment up and running quickly. If you like to fix it yourself, between the two stores, we have the parts you need. At the Power Centers of Madison.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy nonstop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $273 per month lease on Nissan Sentra.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back on this Monday afternoon. A beautiful afternoon it is. As we look over Madison right now, we have a lot of sunshine, a few clouds passing on through, and that's going to be the story as we go through the next several hours. We will see clear skies for tonight, and clear skies are going to usher in some cooler temperatures for the overnight hours. We can see that here on our evening planner, dropping through the 70s later on this evening, right around 70 degrees by about 8 o'clock, down into the 60s around 10, and we are on our way down to the middle 50s later on tonight. Across the area now, we are into the 70s to lower 80s. 82 in Watertown, 83 in Boscobel. We've got 81 in Janesville, 80 in Monroe, and 79 in Platteville and Lancaster. And as we look ahead to the forecast, we are going to see this nice weather continue for the next several days, all the way through about Thursday and maybe even to Friday as well. The next storm chance is going to arrive Friday into Saturday. And after we get through the weekend, it looks like we got some cooler, more fall-like temperatures ahead of us. So the big story, though, is the dry conditions that it has been for the last couple of weeks or so. We've had little instances of rain here and there, but they've been very scattered. And so we are starting to see some drier conditions making its way into parts of Wisconsin. You can see the drought across Iowa. So hopefully we can get some rain into Wisconsin and Iowa as we go through the course of the next week to 10 days. There are a couple chances going towards the weekend. You can see about a 30% chance on Saturday. Another chance of rain coming in on Monday, and these chances are at least going to get a little bit better, I think, as we get towards the weekend. We can see here on one of our computer models, this is Friday evening. Notice this area of rain starting to move south across Wisconsin going into the day on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be a total washout. Very scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected, so we will have to monitor that to at least bring some heavier rainfall back into parts of southern Wisconsin. For this evening, though, we are going to stay dry. Temperatures, like I mentioned, will be falling down into the 50s overnight, but back into the middle to upper 70s as we head towards tomorrow. So here's a look at our forecast for tonight, calling for about 55 degrees under a mostly clear sky. North wind pretty light at 5 to 10. Then for tomorrow, we will see some sunshine. High around 77 with a west to northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Look ahead to your 7 to 10 day forecast. Highs back into the 80s by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There is that chance of rain on Saturday. Another chance coming in on Monday. But after that, looks like some more fall-like temperatures as we head into the next week.
Thank you. We want to go live now to President Trump, who is in Oshkosh speaking to supporters.
I really do. I think they'd be in big trouble because nobody could figure it out. We are getting the endorsement of law, and these are great people. These are great Americans. These are people that want our people to be safe. So we're thrilled today to be joined by county sheriffs from across the state, and I'm deeply honored to receive the endorsement of more than 36 Wisconsin sheriffs. Where are you?
If you'd like to watch the president's remarks, by the way, we're streaming them right now live on channel3000.com.
And Amy Reed will have a full report coming up on later newscasts.
And as we mentioned earlier in the show, today is the first day of the Democratic National Convention.
While some events are taking place in Milwaukee, the majority of the convention is virtual. So what kind of effect will that have on the campaign? We asked that question to Maurice Shepard, chair of Madison College's Political Science Department. So Maurice, how important are national conventions in this day and age?
National political party conventions, particularly as they relate to the two dominant parties, Democratic Republican Party, are very important. They allow the parties to establish their operating rules, allows them to create a policy platform what direction is the party going, and also having a national presidential nomination convention where they can nominate someone who will represent the party as president and also a VP nominee.
Well, this is uncharted territory that we're in. We've never seen a convention quite like this. And how much enthusiasm do you think a digital convention will generate?
I think it will be a different type of enthusiasm. There are a number of experts that make the point that you're not going to get the traditional sort of enthusiasm or bump that usually comes out of a national convention of this type, simply because you don't have the physical presence. But I think it will still be very important. It still will be able to, again, present the nominees, get the party platform out there, again, and still get some individuals sort of mobilized and energized at the grassroots level to participate in this election cycle.
What does Joe Biden hope to get out of this convention? What are the things he needs to do now?
Well, the first rule of a convention, almost similar to selecting a VP candidate, is do no harm. Again, avoid any major mistakes, but also to make clear, what does he stand for, and also what does the Democratic Party stand for. I think a major victory or goal of the Democratic Party, and including, once again, Vice President Biden, nominee Biden, is to have a clear difference, draw a clear difference between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and what he would bring as president compared to the incumbent president.
And what do you think the Kamala Harris effect will be or will mean?
In the short term, I think some of the data has shown that there has been somewhat of a bump, and I think and that bump is good for the Democratic Party. Usually those bumps sort of, once again, the uptick in terms of polling support, they don't last very long, but I think it can be very positive in the short and the long run. She represents something new in terms of American politics, a woman of color being, once again, the vice presidential nominee. Also, I think with this particular Democratic convention, and I think Joe Biden has also sort of indicated this, he said this on a number of occasions, that he is a bridge to the future. So for Kamala Harris as the nominee for vice president, and also if you look at the list of speakers that will participate in this virtual convention over the next few days, the Democratic Party is positioning itself for identifying leaders for the future, and also getting those future leaders familiar with voters, with Americans, so that, yes, we have to look at the 2020 election cycle, but I think the Democratic Party in particular, Joe Biden, is also trying to position the party for the future.
It's going to be an interesting week in Milwaukee, to say the least, and 70 some odd days till election day.
That's right.
All right, Maurice, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, well, take care.
And just a reminder, we will have coverage of the Democratic National Convention tonight right here on News 3 Now from 9 until 10 this evening, as well as during News 3 Now at 10.
There's more to come at 4 later. Will Loper will have the latest things to stream this week.
And then coming up tonight at 5, Dane County leaders share what they want to see done to prevent further gun violence in the city. That's coming up tonight at 5.
We decided to have the surgery at Stoughton Hospital because we had just been so pleased with the care that we had received at that point. Being so close to home, why would we go anywhere else?
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection. Shop across the Ford lineup, America's best-selling brand. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Fusion with 0% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 bonus cash when you finance through Ford Credit.
We decided to have the surgery at Stoughton Hospital because we had just been so pleased with the care that we had received at that point. Being so close to home, why would we go anywhere else?
Tonight at 5, President Trump is headed to the Badger State to campaign. This as the Democratic National Convention begins in Milwaukee. The latest from both events ahead at 5.
A very steady forecast for the rest of the week with sunshine and dry weather before our next rain chance develops this weekend. We'll look at your full forecast.
And ahead at 6, health officials say a person who attended a school registration event in Reedsburg could have unknowingly spread COVID-19. We'll share the details with you tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Many students will begin the school year online, and parents are now taking matters into their own hands, creating learning pods as they once again balance work and homeschooling their children.
Nichelle Medina has more on how to make distance learning work for your family.
I was able to pick up a few workbooks and things like that.
Alina Nazari is getting her son Dimitri ready for first grade. His Los Angeles area school will start the year with remote learning.
There's only so much that I can do with him as a parent. He really needs his peers to play with them and develop his mind, his skill set.
The thought of online learning this year is tough for many students.
Frustrated and sad.
Why do you feel sad?
Because they can't go to school.
With both her and her husband working full-time, Nazari is forming a learning pod. It's a teaching strategy sweeping the country, small groups of children paired with a teacher, tutor, or parent.
There's nothing better than 2 or 3 students working together.
Lisa Cullum is an education expert and mother of 4. Whether distance learning by necessity or choice, she says don't feel pressure to recreate the classroom. Instead, establish a schedule with your child so they're a part of it, and post it in your home. Make sure the day is planned to include after-school activities. This prevents kids from getting bored and distracting parents working from home.
You can say from 1 to 1:45 is arts and crafts, and from 1:45 to 2:30 is exercise time, and maybe board games and chores.
Cullum also recommends changing the learning environment. Allow kids to read under a tree or do math on the patio. Moving around will keep them engaged. Other homeschool guidance reminds parents to be flexible. Try the first plan for a month and then switch things up if needed. Another break in teaching opportunity is to have kids make their own lunches. It's advice that has helped Karen Workman, who has homeschooled all 4 of her kids.
It's a little bit of trial and error, and I think one of the keys is to be flexible like that, is to allow the kids to figure out what works best for them.
They'll be able to teach using the whiteboards.
From schedules to supplies, Nazari has everything ready and is hopeful the learning pod will help Dimitri thrive.
Learn together, interact with one another, and hopefully that'll help their mental state.
A plan to bring some normalcy to yet another uncertain school year. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Learning pods can be pricey. Prices for a teacher or a tutor range from $25 to $100 an hour. Experts recommend that parents utilize teachers as much as possible while distance learning.
And in the age of COVID-19, another recommendation is to have everyone in the pod get COVID tested so the group is confident they're starting the pod with no cases of coronavirus. Learn as we go along here.
Brave new world, isn't it?
Still to come at 4, we'll check in with film critic Will Loper.
He'll tell us what new movies and TV shows are available to stream right now. That's when Live at 4 continues.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling. Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Liz and Mike. When their growing family meant growing expenses, our agents helped make saving on insurance easy. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now, during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Today, you can turn your home into a university, and you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly, with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
At Pick and Save, we give you more ways to save on the fresh you love, like the Pick and Save app. It combines personalized coupons, fuel points, and weekly sales for the best deals. From meat to fruits and veggies to milk to whatever is in that. We've always given you more ways to save, and now those savings are even better than ever. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back. As we look at the roads this afternoon, most of the area roads are looking okay. As we look at the Beltline, there are a few slowdowns as well. We are seeing another slowdown on I-39 northbound down to about 8 miles per hour. So there's a bit of a stretch, about a half a mile stretch there just before you get to Madison. The southbound lanes are actually looking pretty good. But back on the Beltline, there are a few slowdowns as well. Westbound is okay. Eastbound down to about 34 miles per hour. Also, a couple more slowdowns down on Fish Hatchery, just off the Beltline there. And then as we head back towards the west, there were a couple slowdowns on Whitney Way, but conditions are improving the same for over on Mineral Point. And we are seeing conditions looking pretty good further to the west as well as you head up towards Middleton this afternoon. And that's a look at your first warn traffic.
All right, Aaron, thank you. We have an update on the modest mid-century house that was used in the first season of The Golden Girls. We told you this Los Angeles home originally was listed for just under $3 million. It was only on the market for a couple of weeks and sold for $4 million. No word on who bought it, but we have to assume they were a Golden Girls fan.
$1 million over asking. Wow.
Probably a bidding war. Well, a bunch of new shows and movies have hit the streaming services, including a new sci-fi show on HBO.
Our film critic Will Loper has a look at what to watch in this week's Loper Report.
Hey, Mark and Susan. Well, if there was a pill that could grant you 5 minutes of superhuman ability, would you take it? That's the premise behind a new movie streaming on Netflix this week, Project Power.
You don't know who I am or what I'm about, but I'll do anything to find that source. Listen to my voice. Am I lying?
Jamie Foxx stars as a man trying to find his daughter, who may be the key behind the power pills. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays a cop who might be using the pills himself.
You ever taken one of those before? It can make you strong, make you invisible. You never know what your power is until you try it.
On the streets, they're talking about superpowers, but they're not talking about how one hit could kill you.
The movie has fantastic special effects and provides a nice twist on the superhero genre, where there are nasty consequences for gaining superpowers.
I thought we were like Batman and Robin.
Project Power is worth streaming and can be found on Netflix now. New to rent or buy on VOD services is a sci-fi horror thriller, Sputnik.
Судя по всему, на орбите произошел некий инцидент.
The Russian film follows a cosmonaut who returns from space with an extra visitor.
Что с Сашником? Он ничего не знает об этом. Ваша, моя задача – это разделить паразита и носителя.
A doctor has to find a way to separate the space creature and the man in a movie that makes Alien look like a walk in the park. The movie keeps viewers on the edge of their seats and features a fantastic original design for the alien itself. Sputnik is worth the rental at $6.99 on VOD platforms like iTunes or Amazon Prime. HBO Max added the film Carmen and Lola.
¿No te das cuenta? Mucho rollo de instituto, mucho rollo de libros, pero aquí planes de pedido, de boda ninguno.
Siempre estás con lo mismo, nada más que quieres que me case.
A girl gets engaged to a man but falls in love with a woman and finds herself stuck between the confines of her culture and her own desires.
Y tenemos que ser amigas. Pero escúchame que solo amigas, ¿eh? Y ya está, no te confundas. Mira, me da a mí que aquí la que se está confundiendo eres tú.
Also new on HBO is the series Lovecraft Country.
It's about heroes who get to go on adventures, defeat the monsters, and save the day.
The show takes the horror elements of H.P. Lovecraft and applies them to race relations with a black family living in the South in the 1950s.
We're surrounded by monsters. I'm doing this to protect us.
The first episode of Lovecraft Country is on HBO and HBO Max now. Now, just a warning for those of you with a zombie bear vampire phobia, those may show up in the first episode. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper, sending it back to you, Mark and Susan.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Good to know, Will. Thank you so much.
Right back with a final check of your forecast.
Ready to roll playback? 3.
Golf Range and Suites of By-10's Golfland provides safe fun. Golf range buckets and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Full grill and bar service is provided safely to your golf suite by waitstaff. Try fun, easy-to-play top tracer games like Go Fish, only at By-10's Golfland.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy-efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
Vitens Golfland offers 3 award-winning 18-hole miniature golf courses, 2 outside and 1 inside, all open day and night. Have peace of mind. Miniature golf clubs and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Enjoy safe fun for everyone at Vitens Golfland.
We're using movement as a means to educate.
How can students schooling at home this fall also work in some physical education? We'll have ideas for parents and kids to get bodies moving and help build positive social skills as well on the next News 3 Now this morning.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger to create a personalized news feed just for you. The topics you want, the day's top stories, and push alerts for breaking news, all through Messenger. Learn more at channel3000.com.
We have a nice evening coming our way with a lot of sunshine. Temperatures will be cooling down into the lower 70s, 70 degrees around 8 o'clock, down into the 60s later on, and we are heading down to the 50s later on tonight, a low of 55 degrees, a comfortable night, and some nice weather coming our way for the rest of the week.
Open the windows, I guess.
Good sleeping weather.
All right, Aaron, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live Before, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council has some great recipes for you to try.
And Consumer Reports looks at air fryers. Turns out they're not just for nuggets.
Really?
That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.